52, Ryan Welch. And number 54, Blaine Schaefer. The Pilgrims starting lineup. A 6'2 senior, number 10, Jason Ring. A 6'1 senior, number 20, Jared Wendell. A 6' senior, number 24, Chad Clinton. A 5'11 senior, number 30, Randy Davis. And a 6'2 senior, number 30, Jake Sanders. The Pilgrims are coached by Jack Edison. Plymouth is a member of the Northern Lakes Conference and enters tonight's game
of emotion. And obviously that's where the officials need to keep an eye on things.
Here we go, Jake Palmer and Marcus Maccarelli. Maccarelli will be tipping it off. Maccarelli, a 6'6 junior. Well, Palmer at 6'2. St. Joe will be the home team on the scoreboard. They're donned in their white uniforms with sky blue trimming and dark blue trimming. Plymouth in their road reds and whites. Tip control by Plymouth. Clinton to Davis, layup, score! 3 seconds into this contest, Plymouth on the board, 2-0. And it'll be St. Joe basketball. Johnson, one-on-one with Randy Davis. There's the big matchup to watch tonight. Johnson on the left wing side of the corner. Bringing it back out is Franzik. Franzik to the corner, Johnson again. Johnson will blitz the board out. Now Franzik goes for a cut through the lane. Johnson tries to follow. Clinton stops. Man, nice in for that move. Back off to Richter. Back out to Pulowski. No shot. Pulowski back out to the right corner. Richter again. Hops through the lane. Kicks back out to Johnson. Far corner Franzik. Down low to Richter. Spins around Davis. Reverse layup. Tie ball game. Ryan Richter, the 6'3 junior, 67 points on the season. Scores his 69th. It's tied up at 2.
Great patience by St. Joe there on their offensive set. And a good look and a finish.
Jake Palmer at the top of the key with a basketball. Now to Clinton, posting up Randy Davis. Richter to Randy underneath the Palmer reverse layup short on the rebound taken by St. Joe. The shot was there. Jacob missed it. And now we go the other way. The Indians have the basketball looking for the lead for the first time tonight. It's 2-2. Franzik on the left wing side. Guarded out high by Clinton. Franzik takes the left wing. Now he kicks it to the corner. Richter wants the baseline shut down to the near wing. Marcus Johnson drives, and he draws the blocking foul on Plymouth.
Again, St. Joe's going to go to the hole really strong, and they're going to make some call happen. And again, that time they got the call instead of the charge, and he's at the line to shoot too.
Well, we left Johnson open here in the right corner. And folks, some might say, especially if you got the radios here, why are we leaving him open? Well, he's only hit 3 threes this season. That's not his M.O. This kid, he loves to drive as he draws the foul and goes to the line to hit his first free throw of the night, where he comes in at 79%.
Yeah, it's a good free throw shooting team, St. Joe, especially on a rapid matchup.
And the Indians have the lead 4-2 as both free throws made by Marcus Johnson. So Plymouth will play an early catch-up. And it'll be Chad Clinton on the right wing side. He's looking for the middle man at the top of the key, Jacob Palmer. Now over to Clinton. Clinton on the left angle high. Randy comes off a curl. Goes into the lane. Kicks it back out to the wing. Clinton, his first 3 of the night. Off the rim and a rebound, Richter. And St. Joe protects the basketball, and here they go. Well, they're throwing zone at us, and we've not been able to hit.
And that put it 1 for 3.
Johnson, one-on-one with Davis. Backs him up, kicks it to the wing. Here's Franzik for 3. Air ball, rebound to Palmer. He lobs it up ahead to Rand. Jason on the left wing side will pull it up, and we'll set up the half court. Now to Wendell. Right now, 2-3. Now they kind of switch a little bit here to man. There's a backdoor cut by Randy. And he's going to hold on, get to the elbow, kick it to the wing. Clinton, shot fake 3, right baseline drive. He shut down, back out Palmer, right elbow. Back down low to Renz, and a shot. He looks, kicked it to the wing. Palmer, he's going to try right baseline drive. Can he kick it to the wing? Come on, Tony, spit it out. Wendell now top of the key to Palmer. Right side, Davis up for 3. Too hard. Rebound tipped around over the back on Plymouth.
Wendell's going to pick up that one. That'll be his second team foul, his first.
So 2 fouls on Plymouth. And that's Jared Wendell's first.
We seem to rush our shots a little bit when we play against this zone. And I really thought Randy rushed that one once he went up for it. He just rushed it.
San Francisco, the 6'3 junior, has the basketball. Kicks it out to the right side. Pulowski will now take it to the middle. He's going to get away with a walk. And now to the concept. Now to the right side, Johnson again. One-on-one with Wendell. Johnson likes this matchup, but he's going to pull it out and just kind of wait to see what develops here. Now Johnson bounced one into Macarelli. Back down low, right blow, blocked through an elbow, got open and scored. He threw a short little elbow, and that created enough space for him to go up strong. 6-2 St. Joe.
Yeah, he just knocked Jason back there. Jason didn't go for the charge. He tried to play him square up, and I think he got to move the ground, go for the charge.
Off the top of the key over to Clinton left wing. Here comes another three. CC has to go in and out. Rebound taken by Johnson. Guarded up by Clinton up the court. Johnson goes up strong, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton picks up his first team third. Exact duplicate of what we saw up happen at St. Joe. We just can't quite get set because of the athletic ability of Marcus Johnson.
Right now, momentum going towards St. Joe. We just not been hitting our shots. It'll be an inbound Indians left of the basket here as Richter will do the honors. Richter lobs it out high. Davis over perfect. Johnson got the deflection back. And they set up the half-court offense.
Marcus is his idea is to break down our defense one-on-one and get into a lane condition.
Came into tonight with 307 points on the season, a 46% shooter from the floor. Pawlowski out of Richter. Palmer almost got a steal. Richter keeps the ball, far corner to Franzik. Franzik looking, need to pressure him, and now they got a whistle and a travel on Franzik.
It was screened off of that one, so I couldn't tell what happened over there.
So it'll be Plymouth inbound on the far sideline. Jacob Palmer will get the play call from Chad Clinton. Randy Davis will be given the opportunity to grab it. Here we go.
They're in a straight man-to-man. They are not in the zone that they were in the entire game last time.
Palmer looking, still looking to the right corner. Clinton, nice catch. He goes right baseline, kicked it to the wing, opened his window for three. His first of the night goes off the rim and a rebound. Johnson. I thought that was going down.
Those are the shots that have to go down, and that one again just blew off the rim.
Johnson taps his head. That's the play call that St. Joe wants. It's now to Franzik. To the right corner, Richter. Richter looking for Macarelli to get open. No dice. There he is now to the high right elbow. He's in trouble. Kicked it to the wing. Randy Davis, great steal from midcourt on the run. Off from behind by Franzik.
Nice job by Franzik, though. At least fouled him on the ground before he could get the shot off. I'm sure their coaches told him how great Randy is at finishing in transition.
Jack is screaming that should have been an offensive, that should have been a shooting foul as Randy was in the process of shooting.
Out of bounds, Plymouth.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and see. Jack is still wanting an explanation. He's not going to get it. Here's the inbound to Randy Davis. Randy's going to pull it out, top of the key to window, 6-2. There's Clinton left open in the corner for three. No good again. Tip back out and right to Richter.
But Chad's got to hit some of those. Somebody's got to hit some of those.
That's it. Someone's got to start hitting.
We hit our first shot, and then we missed the next 7.
This is Johnson with the basketball. Johnson gets to the near side of Franzik. Franzik looking, still looking one-on-one with Window. That's out high. Franzik got away with another walk. There's Macarelli back against Strong. That's offensive foul.
Macarelli. That's what Jason has to do. I know it takes a lot of physical punishment to do that because Macarelli goes to a hole so strong. Jason stood his ground, took the charge, took the hit, and got the foul.
Macarelli 6'6", Jason Wren 6'2".
Well, he just comes at you so hard.
Yep. That's what's made him so successful this year with 238 points for the Indians. Window allowed to Clinton. Either is Johnson trying to out-leap him. Hard to believe no body contact there, but it was not called, but Clinton was able to flip it in 6-4. Joe still on top. Here's Johnson going up. Bulleted one up the teammate head. Oh, and a push foul on Wendell.
Jared picks up his second, team's fourth. And we're going to see here shortly who Jack wants to bring in. Is it going to be Nick Niner again after he's had that great game the other night, Tuesday night? First substitution for St. Joe is Jordan Alvarado. Another speedster guard.
This kid, 94 points on the season, 27 steals.
Leaving Jordan there with 2 fouls, 2:25 left in the first quarter, so he has to really be careful.
Richter will inbound, right of the basket is the who leads by 2. The lob is almost from the Palmer. It is! He's going for the layup. Nice feed to Randy. Tie ball game!
Randy Davis, a great assist.
And a great steal by Palmer. Set it all up. We're tied at 6 now.
Defense creates our offense.
As it has all season long. Here's Richter on the left baseline. Lost the ball. Got it back. Now he's going to try to dart in. Boy, Plymouth's just swarming him. Kick to the near wing. Pulowski. Shot fake right elbow. Tipped it underneath to Richter. Good post up. Backed into his man. Got it out to Alvarado. Now to McElwari at the left elbow. High jumper. No good. Rebound Randy. And now Plymouth will look to regain the lead for the second time tonight. Davis kicks. Clinton top. Palmer left wing red. Top of the key. Wendell again. Right angle high. Randy almost got Richter to leave his feet. Does this time on a shot fake. Check out top. The 3. Again off the mark and rebound St. Joe. And Johnson will get it up the court to the right side. Johnson now takes the baseline. Layup. That's a offensive foul, but it's no call. Palmer gets the rebound. Put it outlet. The window will slow it down. I tell you, Marcus is an athlete, but for that particular layup, it's up to goal. This is Clinton behind the back dribble. Reach-in foul by Alvarado. I can't believe they called that on Alvarado. That was a nice defensive effort by Alvarado's part.
Well, there's a ton of contact at the other end with no call. And then Alvarado makes an imaginary hand check and makes the call.
That'll be an inbound for Plymouth as Jacob Palmer will get it in to Chad Clinton. Alvarado picks him up right at the timeline, which Chad crosses. Not a Wendell. Wendell to the top, Randy Davis. Right corner, Chad again. Chad looks for the lob to Randy for 2. Oh, there's the new play.
Now, these are set plays that we're running against them man-to-man. I cannot believe they're not in the zone.
St. Joe will play high around the volleyball line. They did against us when they played zone in the last meeting, and it doesn't take Jack very long to recognize that kind of stuff. Here's a kick to the corner. Pozowski's first 3. Good. As St. Joe just regains the lead at 9-8.
I didn't let him get that shot off in the corner, but they did.
Clinton, the other way for Plymouth with 30 seconds left to go. This has been a fast-paced game and a good one. 9-8. St. Joe, Plymouth looking for the final shot. McKee. Now in the ribs on the post-up. He's got the man there. Shoots over Alvarado, missed it. Rebound Alvarado. He's dribbling into some traffic, but he's got the basketball 14 seconds left, so Plymouth peels off, and now St. Joe will get a chance for a final shot. Alvarado is 6 seconds, or Johnson with 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Johnson lets go a long 3 and hits at the buzzer. Rose, the momentum-building shot by Marcus Johnson. His 3 will take a 12-8 St. Joe lead into the second. Our first quarter was brought to you by our great friends at U.S. Granules Corporation. Out of sport, Plymouth Athletics and WTCA. And our second quarter also sponsored by our good friends at U.S. Granules. 12-8 St. Joe, Larry.
Well, we forced them into 4 turnovers and scored off of them, but St. Joe outshot us tremendously. They shot 67% from the three-point land.
Wendell gets the steal. To Davis, so he fumbles the ball in the way and still goes strong and draws the foul.
2 shots. Randy at the line. Going back to the stats, Plymouth shot 33% from the floor, 0%, 0 for 6 from three-point land, Tony, and that's the key right there. St. Joe 57% from the floor, 66% from the three-point land. And again, we only scored 8 points in that quarter. They scored 12. They got to double digits thanks to some fine three-point shooting there at the end.
Randy Davis goes to the free throw line where he's 71% on the year. He's hit 60 out of 81, and he's hit 85 attempts, I should say.
7 points for Randy in this game so far.
Jack said during the break here, Larry, that if we leave Pulaski open for his 3-shot, we might as well just pack our bags.
Yep.
Because he will make those. That next free throw is good. He said, we're not playing bad defense right now. They're just playing just a step a little better, but we're right there. Now, we just can't leave people open like Pulaski. Well, McClintock is in for the first time tonight for St. Joe, and he's got the ball in his hand. Lob into Latimer. Kick to the right corner. Berluski doesn't have a shot. Forced a bad pass to Latimer. Great leaping catch. Steps it away. Stolen Palmer. Up to Randy on the outlet. Randy on the run. Layup. He's hammered. No. And to the free throw line will go Davis.
Yeah, again, St. Joe with no shot blocker in there right now. Marcus is going to come in here in a second, but Randy takes it to the hole and gets the foul.
Yeah, it's hard to shot block when you're in transition because big boys, sorry, Larry, just don't like getting up and down, keep the pace with the fast ones.
The good news is Marcus picks up his first foul.
Second time to the line for Randy Davis. 7 points on the evening. And this is up, and this one be in and out.
Yeah, I think he really needs to play a lot of minutes in this game if St. Joe's going to stay on top.
Averaging 6 rebounds a contest for the Indians. So he lines up on the right side of the basket as Randy takes a second free throw attempt. And this puts the Pilgrims within 1. 12-11 as St. Joe basketball. Johnson has it.
Yeah, the whole game for St. Joe rests in Johnson's hands.
Yeah. Johnson with the left baseline drive. Bank shot, good. Well, he just floated it.
7 points already for Johnson and a couple of assists.
14-11. Uh-oh, they leave window open in the corner, but he doesn't take the shot. Pulaski got those long arms out there just in time. Now to Clinton at the top of the key.
And now we're looking at zone, Tony.
All right, Clinton now to Window. Now to Randy Davis on the right side. To Window. Window skips near wing to Renz. Renz to Window. Window attacks the middle. Back out to the right angle. A 3 on the way by Clinton. Chad missed again.
7 now.
And now on the right is Johnson. Johnson will kick it back to the top. Pulaski down low to Latimer. Great reverse attempt. Missed it. Rebound to Renz. Here comes Plymouth on the counter. Davis. Will look. Still look. Get it off to Renz.
We get Renz open for a 3 here, maybe.
Window will just be a looker, on-looker. Davis has it right angle high. Randy penetrates, kicks it to the wing. Chad for his 8th 3 attempt. Short again. Tried to follow it, couldn't grab it. Makalari does, and St. Joe will go back on offense.
Wow. Chad was going to check in there.
2 minutes gone by in the second, a 3-point lead for St. Joe. Alvarado has the basketball in his hands. Indian guard, crossover, got away with a walk. Lead to Makalari, lost the ball, got it back, or Latimer rather. And the jump ball called. It'll stay, it'll be now Plymouth possession. So a break there for Plymouth, and Nylander's going to check in for Clinton.
That's going to take a seat. Nick's going to come in.
Now here's where you got to have the likes of Michael Edison. You love having the coach like him on the side next year. He's just going to, flagship is just going to tell him, listen, don't let it get in your head now.
Joel Grindle also talking to him.
We got such a great coaching staff. Nylander across the timeline. Off to the right side, Davis. Davis kicked it to Nylander, left angle. Now to Window led in the corner. Window will dribble out of the corner to the middle man. Palmer goes up, strong. Spins it, no good. Tipped out Nylander, grabbed by Makalari though. He quickly outlets to Alvarado. Alvarado will get it off to the right side of Pulaski. Posting up Makalari now in the interior. Double team, needs to kick it out. Caught out high by Pulaski. Pulaski with a crossover, kicked it to the wing to Johnson. Johnson looks to create. Window stops him out high for the time being. Now crossover. Johnson stops in his tracks, able to dish it out in midair to Alvarado. Alvarado now picks up his dribble, and a timeout called by South Bend St. Joe. So with this 30-second timeout, we'll take one too, 14-11, in favor of St. Joe with forfeit our second quarter, sponsored by our good friends at U.S. Granules, 14-11 St. Joe.
Biggest key right now is Plymouth 0 for 8 from three-point land, and that's the key of why the score is 14-11 in favor of St. Joe.
Johnson has the basketball. Plymouth back on defense. They show a 2-3 zone themselves. Fonzik with the dribble, now back out to Alvarado. Alvarado looking, nobody getting open. Makalari comes out high, but Alvarado will try to take it to the corner. Johnson. Marcus dribbles to the middle, pops a free throw line jumper, missed it. Rebound Nylander, outlets to Randy, and we'll slow it down here. Now to the top, Palmer. Over to Randy, right wing side. Randy tries to create some space, nothing happening. Alvarado all over him. Now back to Nylander, back to Alvarado. Randy shields him. Nice stuff off the Palmer, and he draws the foul. No, he didn't. He traveled.
Wow, big call there. First turnover for Plymouth.
So an unneeded turnover there by Jacob Palmer. Will get the ball back to the Indians. 14-11. St. Joe with 4:15 to go here in the second. Alvarado has the basketball on the right angle high. Nylander will guard him. Alvarado looking, still looking. Alvarado with a crossover. Stopped in his tracks, got the post-up man, kick to the corner. There's Johnson, he'll back it up. Nice pass thrown there by Luke Vladimir. Now Vladimir on high. Lob into Maccarelli, double team, shoots over it, banked it and missed it. Rebound Vladimir, lost it, Maccarelli got it back and scored. Maccarelli and Vladimir, the two tallest players on the court right now, had the entire left side of that rim anchored. They were fighting each other to get the rebound. So it's a 5-point lead out for St. Joe at 16-11, Plymouth basketball. Nylinger gave it away with a bad pass. Alvarado picked it off. Alvarado behind the back dribble. Looks, stops, pops a short jumper short, and it rolls out. Rebound Maccarelli, and he is fouled. Well, right now, the inside game is all St. Joe. Maccarelli is starting to take over on the inside. And this is why St. Joe's been successful. When Johnson has a little rush going and he starts tapering off, someone else picks up the slack. And right now, Maccarelli's being one of them. Byron Falstich will check into the game, and Jason Renz will take the seat. Vladimir will inbound left of the basket for St. Joe, and it's cost him a Fonseca off his leg. And there's the turnover by St. Joe.
5 turnovers now for St. Joe. Defense was pretty good, I think, Tony. It's just our offense is really struggling. Obviously at 0 for 8 from three-point land.
Chad Clinton will have the basketball.
That's 2 times down the floor, Tony, and we didn't get a shot off. We turned it over both times.
Davis to Nylinger. Nylinger now to Clinton. Into the corner, Randy. Shot fake 3, back out to Chad. Chad looks back out to Falstich. Still around the perimeter. Randy on the right wing side. Down to the corner, Chad again. Chad had the ball deflected out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Vladimir. So Plymouth will inbound in the far corner. So Jacob Palmer will inbound, and he'll get it out to Clinton.
Somebody in the red uniform, Tony, has to score. That's the key right now.
Well, Byron's going to have to step up inside. That's all there is to it. And we need that inside presence. That's an offensive foul. So I make that an Alvarado foul.
That's Alvarado second. Alvarado second, St. Joe 6, so it's still out of bounds.
Still a 5-point lead for St. Joe here with 2:41 left to go in the second. Ryan Richter's going to check into the game, and this is my X factor. Yeah. That kid is good.
He is very athletic, so they don't lose anything when Alvarado goes out.
Nope. Palmer will inbound to Clinton. Now into the hands of Davis. Back out to Clinton, left side to Nylinger. Right back to Clinton. Into the middle man. Falstich steps it off to Davis. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Has to kick it out. Falstich to Clinton. Here's his 9th 3.
Yeah, Clinton.
He got his 9th shot from outside to go down. His first of the night. 16-14. Plymouth trails by 2.
Wow, that was a long time coming.
Johnson with the basketball. Plymouth showing out high. Lead to Vladimir. Lost the ball. Nylinger with a steal. Plymouth with a chance for the tie. Here's Clinton. They'll call the 3-4 to Palmer. Kick to the wing. Nylinger for 3. Too long, and a rebound taken by Richter. Outlets to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. Double team. Lost the ball. Put in another steal. Nylinger with it. On the lead. Looking for Randy. Right corner. Baseline drive. Score! Tied up at 16 all.
So the ties the score, and they tie it with defense. There's 2 straight turnovers by St. Joe.
Johnson with the ball out high. Almost threw it away. Richter with his long reach saved that one. That's deflected.
3 in a row.
Davis grabs it. Nylinger on the run. Layup. Goal. Oh, batted down. It should be goaltending.
That's goaltending. Basket count. Randy Davis.
It's now 18-16 Plymouth. And a timeout. Coach Gorowski.
Full timeout.
South Bend St. Joe. Oh, the tide has shifted and Plymouth up 2 when we return. No goal to link to the court. Randy Davis, really the lone man back here. Plymouth now showing a little zone here, a 1-2-1-1. They're going to force Johnson to go to the far side, so he reverses it. Down with a minute 15 to go in the second. Still in the front backcourt is St. Joe. Johnson dribbles out of it. Almost cup it behind, goes for his layup, and it rolls out. Rebound Plymouth. Clinton foul, no pass. Ball sits beautiful behind the back. Reed finds Steinlinger, and we're in the front court now. Randy with the basketball. Shot fake three to Clinton. Another three off left. Oh, my God. He hit it. He went down. I thought it went left.
They all can be left.
21-16 in favor of Plymouth. Johnson with the basketball out high. Down to McElary, who's fouled.
Fouls on Byron. That'll take us to team foul number 6, so it's still out of bounds. Neither team in the bonus. Out of bounds. Watch for the lob on the weak side here. They'll definitely run something, I think, inside for Marcus.
There goes McElary slipping down, and now popping out is Pawlowski. Pawlowski will bring it out to the top. Palmer, great defense. Pawlowski forced to alter the plan here. Pawlowski one-on-one with Palmer. Now Pawlowski picks up his dribble, just got it off to Johnson with 27 seconds to go and a half. 21-16 Plymouth. Johnson with the basketball, looking up at the clock. Now he's just going to wait for the one-on-one, and Chad Clinton's going to be the one he's got to get by.
Yeah, Marcus is going to try to break him down.
Johnson with the basketball. Johnson with 8 seconds. Tied up. 5-second count on Johnson.
Marcus didn't know they were counting, and none of the bench told him. Your assistant coaches has got to be screaming that out, because they're the ones that's got to be watching the arms. That takes it to 10 turnovers now for St. Joe. Another chance for us to score.
8 seconds left in the clock for Plymouth to try to score. Nylinger lob. There's Davis. Oh, he missed it. The rebound, McElary with 1 second left. A three-quarter court shot. Off to the right.
Good call. Good set play by Plymouth. It just didn't go in the hole.
21-16. Our second quarter brought to you by our good friends at U.S. Granules.
Support Plymouth Sports on WPCA. Marcus Johnson has the basketball. So does it also for our Country Auto Center halftime show. Country Auto Center, where everybody gets a great deal. His drives, missed his layup. That is rebound taken by Clinton.
Well, your coach, you got to just cringe on that. He was totally out of control, and it cost him a possession.
So Plymouth with a chance to take advantage of that miscue. Already leading 16. Clinton to the basketball.
Man-to-man by St. Joe.
Palmer around the runs. Runs looking, nothing happening in the down low, so it's back out to Randy.
Just running open for a while. That's a good idea, just to make him play some defense.
Chad Clinton gets it over to Palmer. Palmer at the top of the key, looking for a run. Pawlowski. And put out to Randy. Randy sees an opening, has the ball knocked out of his hands on his way in. Plymouth basketball as it goes out of bounds.
Coach Scott calling the play off his card. He has the inbound play scripted for most of the whole game.
Jason runs one down left to the basket. Plymouth going left to right now on the radio dial in this third quarter. Lloyd Davis got hacked by Richter, and that's finally called, even though a late one.
Ryan Richter picks up the foul. First team foul of the half.
Clock stops at 7:16. It'll be Palmer to inbound. Right in front of a broadcast location. And there's Randy on the catch. Randy one-on-one with Richter. Back out top. Clinton left wing side. Right there by Wendell. Wendell with a lob. There's Clinton. Oh, he had to back and catch it. Still kicks it out to Randy. Shot for three. Dribbles in. Kicks it out to Wendell. Lost the ball. But gets it back. Now over again. Let's set it up. Randy Davis. Now to Palmer over to Clinton. Now to Randy. To the far corner. Wendell runs. Jason pops out. He's outside of the perimeter. Nothing inside. Dribbles in. Still dribbles in. Looks for some help. Goes Clinton. Pops out into the free throw line. Down on the right side. Randy, a three on the way. Off the rim and the rebound. Oh, deflected loose to McElary. And a reach up foul by Renz. We'll stop the clock at 6:36.
Marshall really strong when he gets a rebound. You just about no way you're going to pop the ball loose. That's the third foul on Jason Renz. And remember in the St. Joe game the last time he had foul trouble.
So it'll be St. Joe basketball with Marcus Johnson with the keep. He's going to bring it across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Now right, back to left. Marcus bullets one to the cutter. Richter to the corner. Pawlowski lost the hand, otherwise he shoots up three.
Yeah.
Pawlowski. Got it into McElary. Backs his man up. Kicks it out to the wing Johnson. Back into McElroy. Turns over Palmer. Up strong. Missed it. The rebound. Clinton.
That's point blank range.
There's Randy on the run. Well, had a move, but his big shot no good. Tipped it out. Still wins for three. Still no good. Rebound tipped up. Palmer grabs the board. Shot fake. Blocked to the head of McElroy. Richter's pockets picked the edge. They're going back and forth. Lob underneath. And Windle quickly. Wins got it back. He just scores. What a great turn of events.
Wow. That is Plymouth basketball is best there. We just kept fighting, never gave up.
5:30 to go in the third. Whoa! But he gets a steal, but after had it lost off his foot while he was on the baseline. It was so much fun to watch this Plymouth team play defense. Great. I can't even begin to tell you, people. Inbound left of the basket for Richter. Into the corner, caught by Franzik. Back up to the top, it's Johnson again, marked up by Palmer. Crossover, Johnson, too many red jerseys. Kick to the corner, Franzik. Short arms a three, all alone Randy for a rebound. Davis outlets left side Windle. Shot taking a pass, no one cutting. So Ren's back to the corner, Windle for a three. Yes!
Yep, Jared Windle gets his first three.
And the Plymouth fans 26-16 Plymouth. Johnson, out high. Looks to get it in to Richter. At the left elbow, high kick to the right side. Finds it, no shot. Now he looks to get to the post up, but McElroy just has two Plymouth players on him. Now to Johnson, crossover, spins it right, travel.
13 turnovers now on St. Joe. Only 2 for Plymouth.
And Marcus trying to keep his cool, but right now, Giles struggling to do that. As Plymouth has just opened this one up, 26-16.
They're just refusing to let St. Joe score.
Windle, Delandi Davis, right corner, Chad Clinton. Back to the top, Windle. On a shot fake, tries to dribble in from the left side, but backdoor lead, no, wasn't there. Now Randy. Randy dribbles, kick to the wing, Clinton for three. Yeah, goes in and out. Rebound tipped around. Plymouth got it back. Windle spins away. Got the pass off where he went down. Windle open in the corner again. In and out. The rebound, McElroy. He outlets to Johnson across the timeline. Nice feed to Richter for the layup. Good transition bucket by St. Joe.
Ryan Richter 4 points.
26-18 now. Plymouth with the lead. Davis with the basketball. Going left to right is Plymouth. Palmer now into the hands of Windle. Pass picked up by Richter. He's going in for the layup. And just like that, the Plymouth lead cut to 6. Randy back the other way to the corner. Chad for three again. Not the run, rebound wins. He goes underneath the basket. Reverse slap. What a bucket by Jason Wynn.
28-20, Plymouth back up by 8.
What a bucket. Here's Johnson layup. He's the foul. Oh, the foul's on the floor. Oh, no bucket. Jason Wynn's caught for the foul.
I think it's on the floor before the charge.
That's Randy Davis, I'm sorry.
Right. It was a hand check on Randy on the drive, Tony, before the charge happened.
28-20. There's the score.
Randy's first foul. Team's second of his half.
Richter will inbound right to the basket for the Indians. Caught by Johnson, left corner. Doesn't have a lot of room, so he's going to go one-on-one. Plymouth sees that coming, so it's dished back out to Alvarado. 3.5 to go in the third. 28-20 Plymouth. Alvarado. Oh, he got away. Oh, my goodness, he's been 2.5 steps. How did that get missed? The club top to Jacquiak. Pass picked up by Palmer, and he's fouled from behind. That's got to be at least 3 steals tonight for Jacob Palmer. What a read.
Yeah, they're just reading the ball so well. They worked on this game, Phil, Tony, and I tell you, they're reading the passes before St. Joe throws them.
3:18 left to go here in the third. 28-20.
Good chance to stretch this lead out to 10 at least. I feel more comfortable in these sectional games with a 10-point lead.
Clinton with the basketball left side, the Windle. Jared lobbed in the ribs, quick outlet. But Clinton won't do anything but just bring it back to the top. That'd be a smarter play. Davis denied the baseline drive, kicked it to the wing, good catch Windle. Back to the top, Chad. He keeps looking past, almost thrown by Alvarado, who lost it out of bounds. Chad knew he made a mistake there with that pass. He just automatically went to the corner because he didn't see anybody there on his initial look, and by the time he passed it, Alvarado got there in plenty of time to pick it off, but hung on to it.
Hey, Marcus Johnson did a great job of keeping Randy from shooting a three.
Yeah. Randy has the basketball. Draws a triple team left window open for two.
Jared Wendell, 5 points down.
What a whip by Randy. He drew 3 St. Joe pros. Wow. 10-point lead again for Plymouth at 30-20. Jack Rupp for the basketball, left wing. Jack Rupp. Lob, gonna give it a go. Jack Rupp, his shot is blocked. No, Palmer called for the foul.
Wow, that's a tough foul there. Palmer mostly ball. 99.9% ball, but still gets the foul.
2:26 to go in the third.
More amazing than that, that's Jacob's first foul of this game.
Very. He is. Don't start jinxing the poor kid. He's looking the ball game.
That's his intensity all season long, but tonight he's doing it without fouling.
Jack Rupp, the junior, at the free throw line, and Riley hits his free throw.
St. Joe now 3 for 3 from the line.
He's now 10 of 19 on the season for the Indians, coming off a 2-point performance against Dupro. I felt he played extremely well. 30-21, 30-22. As knocking down both indeed is Riley Jack Rupp, who's not going to come out of the game for Pawelski.
Because the St. Joe team, Tony, one of the reasons they're good is because their bench is good.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes in is pushing the guys that start.
Davis will bring it across the timeline for the Pilgrims at 2:22 to go in the third. 30-22.
2-3 zone.
Clinton with the basketball. Now over to Palmer. Palmer. Down to elbow pass, almost picked off. Ready, able to get it back. Just a sheer effort. Randy looking for some help. Now there's the lead down low to Palmer. Nice shield. Way up scored. He shielded himself so well, Larry. That allowed him to get the easy bucket despite the fact he had 2 Indians right behind him.
10 points now as Jacob gets his first 2.
Johnson drives, denied. This pass picked off Randy Davis. Randy on the run. Randy laps. Randy Smith. Rolled out. Wendell got the rebound and does the foul.
Jared Wendell just playing unconscious in the second half. He got foul trouble. Had to sit quite a bit that second quarter. And the senior he is just really wanted to step his game up. Seeing Nick Nylander in there, he stepped his game up in his third quarter. He's playing terrific.
Jason Rims will be inbounding left of the basket here for the Pilgrims.
Ryan Richter's second foul.
McClintock will join Macararo as the 2 big post-ups for the Indians. Lead to the corner, Clinton on an outlet taken by Randy at the top. That back to Clinton's left corner. He'll dribble out and get it to Randy again. Randy looks, doesn't like what he sees. He gets a count, now the count stops. Clinton with the basketball now. On the elbow lead, Wendell Clinton back there. Got it over to Davis, a 3 on the way. Up the rim. Rebound, Clinton. Score!
No block out by St. Joe. 12-point lead from it.
That's just Jack Clinton wanting that basketball. After that was Randy trying to go for a steal and got 2 carried away. And Alvarado in the hook.
And he picks up his second team fourth.
44-22, Plymouth with the lead. And a minute 14 to go in his third. Victor will be inbounding. And it's caught by Alvarado out high. Alvarado brings it across the timeline. He gets it open. Layup. Missed everything. He lost the ball on the way up.
Well, he broke down Randy, but then messed up the finish.
There's Randy in the right corner. Clinton faked the 3 back after Randy. Lob in the window for easy for 2. No, he missed it. Rolled out.
Jason Renz just picks up number 4. Boy, the officials just finding that number 10 jersey tonight, no matter where he's at. And Jason just can't believe he's going to pick up number 4 here with 54 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, that's going to bring up Aaron Kostic now. 54 seconds to go in the third. St. Joe will go the length of the court here. Plymouth leading 34-22. Alvarado has the basketball. And they'll bring it across the timeline. Methodically. Down to 43 seconds. Now there's a count with Randy Davis guarding him. Alvarado Goes to the left side, and he's trying to freeze the McClintock, and it's deflected off of Randy Davis, who got the hand in and knocked out of bounds. Right. Bobby McClintock really had it go off his leg and almost lost it out of bounds, so flipped it back in, and Randy touched it. Good athleticism there by McClintock. Here we go with the inbound for St. Joe near corner. Richter looks for someone to pop off. The pass there by Window. He deflected it to Clinton. Chad on the run with 32 seconds. Randy steps up. 15-footer too hard, and the rebound back to St. Joe. So an offensive foul will be called here on Jared. Trying to too hard for the rebound. Randy rushed that shot. Jared's third. That would have been a great possession to just hold him for the end of the quarter, but again, if he hits it, everybody thinks it's great, and everybody's cheering, so it's a tough call. 26 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Third for the last shot, but we got to get it back. Pulowski has it. Top key, got it up for Foster. Spin move, Pulowski. Really walk. Just not fast enough. Randy got a steal! Good call, Larry. 13 seconds, 3-on-1. Boston shot fake, tapped it to Randy for the finish. 36-22, Plymouth with 7 seconds left. Richter across the timeline, kicked it over near side Johnson, 2 seconds, a long three, no good! We go to the fourth quarter. 36-22, Plymouth got a hand to start. In the third by not scoring, we scored 15 in that corner, Tony. So the last two quarters we scored 13 and 15, and Randy Davis only scored 2 points of those 15. So the last two quarters we've held St. Joe to 10 points combined. That's right. Randy Davis across the timeline, goes into the right baseline, kick it to the wing, Window back out, Bostich for three. Byron missed it. Rebound, Bostich! Got it back, one on the knees, kept his dribble, the kick out alive! That is just running it, and Bostich showed it there. Window, now to Clinton, no, he gets fouled, don't call! Loose ball, Palmer goes out, gets still on the ground, Window dives to Service, it goes out of bounds, off the Window. Loud and frantic action. The officials just let it go, which kind of is okay in a section as long as no one's really taking advantage of the other person. St. Joe basketball, Alvarado has it. 7.5 to go in the game. Alvarado, and they missed it. No, they didn't. They got that one. I'm going to have 2 officials up there and not call that travel. The 2 officials out high completely missed it. It was the official down low that called that travel. Wow, man, I tell you. I am not sure. Here we go, Clinton trying to pull it to Window. What a pass! Window finishes. Jared Window. In a blink of an eye. 7 points for Jared all in his second half. 38-22 Plymouth. Little gone by here in the fourth. Johnson drives in, and he's fouled by Davis. Well, the Plymouth fans don't like this one, but this is a good call. Well, you know, Marcus knows he's got to make something happen here if they're going to have a chance at all. So he's going to try to do some one-on-one stuff now. Randy was at the free throw line for St. Joe. Got the first free throw. He'll get another. His first points in the second half. 3 for Plymouth. Free throw goes in for Marcus. 38-24. Plymouth quickly up the inbound. Out left to Randy. Underneath the window again. The big move. Down to the floor. We're out running them now. They look tired. We look fresh. 40-24 Plymouth. Johnson with the basketball. Picked up his dribble. Now to Franzik. Franzik dribbles in. Kick to the wing. Pulaski for 3. In. 2 shots, 2 threes. That guy is a killer for us. 40-27. I'll tell you what, if I'm Pulaski, I'm making some set plays for him, and I'm running him. There's Clinton. Nice play to get it out the window. Can't find his cutter. Back out to the top to Clinton again. Now to Bostich. Around the right side of the window. Down to Palmer. Donald Davis almost picked up by Richter. Randy keeps it. Has possession. Got the man advantage, but Richter gets back defensively. Bostich for the backdoor lead still to Richter. Richter really looking in the passing lanes right now. Finally gets his steal. That's our 4th turnover. There's Johnson on his right. Kick to the line of there. Travel Johnson on his way to the second. Full court pressure now by St. Joe. The last 2 times they pressed us, we broke it for layups. Mikowski has not been up at all. Jared Window will take a seat. And in for him, Chad Clinton. Palmer inbound and almost picked up by Richter, and it is, but he was out of bounds when he went to save it. All right, Richter right now is showing a lot of heart for St. Joe.
Yes, he's turned it up a whole notch, not just a half a notch. He has really turned it up.
Palmer will inbound. Plymouth's got to go to Richter to the court. They're in the far corner with the inbound lead. Foster's nice catch. Triple team. David out left a little bit by Randy, leaving Clinton all alone for the layup. They really pressured the ball out high, and Plymouth Burnham. 42-27 Plymouth. The Pilgrims begin to run away with this one. Johnson with the basketball. To the right side, Pavelski. Pavelski dribbles into the lane. Off balance, missed it. Vladimir grabs the rebound, and he's fouled.
Chad, I think it was Chad, I'm not sure. Chad Clinton picks up the foul. That's his second. Timeout, St. Joe.
And that's exactly what gets called. 42-27, your score. Plymouth on top. We're in the fourth quarter. Sponsored by U.S. Granules.
Marcus Marcelelli has no free throws.
Second free throw. That one stays out. Rebound, Palmer. Randy Davis will get it back to Jake.
Now, if Jack wishes to, they're in man-to-man. He can run some good open offense here and make them work for a while.
Davis is fouled. No call. Almost had his legs taken from under him by Pavelski. Well, he maintained his composure, got it out to Palmer. Palmer underneath the rims, got kicked by Fonzip out of bounds. They said Joe really started to pressure the ball. They're trying to go for the steal right now.
Yeah, Jack's telling everybody to protect the ball, and that's the right thing to do. Triple threat position, you catch it, get your elbows out, you press hard on the ball with both arms, because they're coming flying at you.
Runs inbounds, taken there by Palmer. Out left to Chad, around left side, fast pitch to Davis. Randy gives it into the hands of Jason. Jason to the middle man, Clinton back door lead to Palmer. Underneath the fast pitch for the pass, just out of his reach, so he lost his shot. The Plymouth just flipped the ball around. And show off clock in the process. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. 42-27 in favor of Plymouth.
Notice to our listeners here how little is a foul. Thank you.
Those fouler whistle sounds, and Palmer will go to the free throw line. Oh, really? No, that's only a little quick.
I think that's why they're fouling. Tony is there a ways away from the one-on-one, so they got to pull some fouls here to get to the one-on-one. What I was going to try to tell the listeners is how little we dribble the ball when we run this spread offense. Just great cuts, great passes.
Palmer inbound, and it's taken by Clinton. Chad will bring it across the timeline. Richter on him, and Richter gets too close.
That would be team foul number 5. Terry Richter is quite an athlete. I don't really think he understands what to do with his athletic ability yet, Tony, but he is a tremendous athlete and only a junior.
Here we go to the inbound. Palmer will get it into the hands of Clinton. He's bumped by Jacqueline. No call. Clinton now across the timeline gets the opening. The foul stitch. He's fouled, but still scores. He'll go to the line.
Strong power finish by Byron Falsnich. That's what the big guy can contribute there to a team. A lot of young, weaker players will never finish that shot. Byron finished it with a strong presence.
Byron will go to the free throw line for the Pilgrims. Well, he is 71%, 12-17. Hard to believe this is only his 18th appearance to the line.
Jake Palmer takes a rest on the bench here now, and Jared Wendell, who had the best third quarter of his career, back on the floor.
Last-ditch leaner guy stays out. Vladimir rebounds. Johnson has the basketball. Plymouth leading 44-27. Johnson pops the three. Short, back in.
Wow, he is something.
Hit the rim and got the shooter's roll. 44-30 and a foul out high, and I think on Richter. Stops the clock at 4:21.
That'll be a bonus. We'll put Randy Davis on the line, Tony. Randy is 3 for 4 on the night.
So it'll be 1-1 here. Well, Randy Davis coming into tonight, 535 minutes played. Last year, he scored a combined 29 points against St. Joe. In the regular season meeting this year, scored 21.
Get in there.
That rolls in.
Wow, I took some serious rolling, but it made it.
That's what the top 103 roll.
Four bounces that rolls in. I just prefer this one swish. 15-point lead now, 45-30 for Plymouth. Boom, right down the bottom of the net, 16-point lead.
46-30.
And the Boogaboo on up there at St. Joe's. Randy missed some free throws again, not tonight.
Got the shot. We saw him do this against us in the fourth quarter in a regular season game. Here's Randy dribbling through a trap. Wow, what a play by Randy. He drew the foul.
Yeah.
What happened, folks? Clearing the backcourt near the corner, and he dribbled out of it.
Marcus Johnson just went up there and gave him a little slap in the butt. I mean, that was a great move. It just shows what an unbelievable athlete Randy is, how strong he is, even though he doesn't look like it. At the line to shoot, a bonus, 1-1. He just goes there and hit 2. He has 5 for 6 on the night. I'll tell you what, Tony, it's always nicer to shoot free throws at home than up there at St. Joe. Marcus Marcello checks back in line about the long rest as they were trying to use some quicker players on the floor.
So Davis to the free throw line. Well, it's up and it's good. 47-32.
Randy's really spaced his scoring out in this game. Just kind of let the game come to him. He had 6 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, 2 in the third, 3 here in the fourth, now 4. He hits another free throw. 4 for 4 now in the fourth quarter on free throws.
48-32 Plymouth. Johnson with a kick to the corner. Haleski does not have his 3.
Great job of Jared just staying with him.
Johnson pulls up and 10 off the rim and back in.
Wow, Johnson just hit his last 3 shots in a row.
48-34 with under 4 to go. Clinton back with it for Plymouth. Clinton sees the baseline, drew a foul from Pawelski's reach.
Now we'll put Chad Clinton at the line, our best free throw shooter. But Marcus Johnson, I mean, he's like one of the best one-on-one players we've seen all year long. I mean, obviously we believe in team basketball in Plymouth, but he is a fantastic one-on-one player.
So, Chad Clinton goes to the free throw line with the team honor of being the best free throw shooter yet another season. As he joins that one last year, he has 89% from the free throw line.
5 for 5 in the fourth quarter. That'll win you sectional championships.
His game high this year, 20 against Concord. 6 for 6. That free throw down, 50-34 Plymouth.
Beautiful.
Johnson across the timeline. Quick ass pass, almost stolen by Randy, but Fonzik saved it back for the Indians. Got over to Pawelski. Double teams, 1-3, we just won't give it to him. He is in trouble, but got it up to Marcus.
Here's the guy that can make it happen.
Johnson in the middle, floats one up, short on it, missed everything.
Nice step-up defense there. I think it was
Davis fouled again at midcourt. Well, sometimes when you try to take over and
he's got his hands on his knees. Marcus Johnson, he is exhausted. He needed some help here in his second half and couldn't get any.
wouldn't get it.
Jamie Pawelski only 2 attempts at threes, hit them both, but only up 2 of them.
Free throw up, good.
Wow, Randy.
Randy shot 9 of 16 last year in the 2 games. 6 of 12 during the regular season meeting, which got him to 21 points. He was 6 of 10 from the line this year.
Short. Perfect.
52-24. So you're misreading the shots as well tonight.
9 for 10. Yes, I was. 9 for 10 from the line.
I hope Scott got that on tape, because he took my miss on tape. Here's Clinton trying to go for a rebound. Boy, look like Ricky.
That's a foul on Richter. Yes, that's a foul on Richter.
Richter's going to check his nose.
That's got to be 5 fouls on Richter, I think. Maybe 4.
Alvarado in the game now for the Indians. Press put on here by St. Joe, broken easily by the Pilgrims. Runs in the front court, Bostich. Now to Clinton out high. Well, welcome on those listening in. We're wide on the web. If you get a chance, sign a guest book. Let us know that you were listening in to tonight's game between St. Joe and Plymouth. Let's say a special hi to Wayne Didorf, the husband of one of our assistant principals here, listening in on the net. Andy Hunt, also listening in worldwide on the web.
Foul, Marcellera. Byron Polsich will go to the line. Getting Big Daddy a few free throws here.
Ryan Bostich came in with a career 196 points on the season.
A very tough first quarter. Plymouth down 8-12. Turned it around in the second. Led at halftime 21-16. And now lead 52-34. Byron's free throw goes in. We'll just call it in.
that shot completely flushed around the rim and the net. 53-34 Plymouth.
Byron, that was also in. Nick Nines are going to step into the game now. Byron
A 20-point lead now for Plymouth at 54-34. Chuck Clinton will take a seat.
10 for 10 from the line in this fourth quarter right now for the Plymouth Pilgrims.
I'll tell you what, Chuck Clinton, there was nobody felt more frustrated than him in the first half than Chad Clinton until he hit two huge threes with a minute and 20 left that made a difference in this game. A three on the way by Fonzek, no good. Long outlet! There's Renz alone for the breakaway layup. So after this, the long outlet, 56-34 Plymouth. 2:12 left. This Johnson a long three. Right through the net. Is that a 2 or a 3? They gave him a 3.
12 points for Johnson in this quarter.
56-36 Plymouth. Navigator fast stitches. Again, we break the full court press. Runs, gets Johnson to leave his feet. Got it over to Randy. Out back to Jason with a minute 50. Down to the right corner, Islander. He runs. And he's fouled by Johnson.
Beautiful job of just moving the ball. Marcus Johnson totally frustrated though. He has got 12 points in his fourth quarter, but he watched his team fall farther and farther behind.
Jeremy Renz, Ryan Welch, Blaine Schaefer. B.J. Gerler will come in for the final minute 45.
Great performance by these starters, there's no doubt about it.
The free throw is up and in by Jason Renz.
Trying to keep this streak going in the fourth quarter, 11-11 right now.
Bostich, Davis, the rest of the starters will take a seat as soon as Jason hits his final free throw here. Jason came in 73% from the free throw line. And here comes the free throw.
12 for 12 in the fourth quarter shooting free throws.
Ryan Welch will check in.
Great stuff.
58-36 Plymouth. CNA, Mishawaka Marion a foul. Larry now will bring you that contest at the conclusion of this one. Trying to dribble around. Goes Tony Amadai. Worked out to Amadai for three. Missed a long shot and the rebound taken by P.J. Gretter. Outlets to Jeremy. Minute 27. Schaefer to Ballinger. Now to Gretter. To Runs. Now over to Gretter, who's fouled out high.
Gretter will go to the line to shoot and see if we can keep this streak going. It's a lot tougher shooting though, Tony, when you come in off the bench. You've been sitting there for 3 3/4 quarters. He will go to a free throw line. So Impulse is going to check in as soon as the first free throw is in.
Gretter to the free throw line, delivers.
Bingo.
Got it.
Big Gretter.
59-36.
Gets his name in the book. Nick Nizer comes out there good hand. He had a very good second quarter.
4 minutes. Free throw up, no good. Rebound, right down by Ben Stone. To the right side of Amadai, and that's going to go off his hands. So a turnover by St. Joe with a minute 10 to go in this one. Ryan Welch will inbound, give it to P.J. Gretter. Page will bring it across the timeline as soon as Amadai gives him some room. Finally does. Gretter created on the ball, deflected Schaefer, who's right there. Now to Gretter, who looks at the official, gives the count. Gretter gets through some traffic, but he's going to get called for the foul.
PJ will go to the line again. 13 of 14 is what we are right now in the fourth quarter. We'll see how BJ does on these two. We're in the double bonus now.
Gunner's free throw. Good.
14 of 15.
49.9 seconds left. BJ with another free throw coming. And that is good.
Good job, BJ.
61-36 in favor of Plymouth. It's Alvarado trying to drive the lane. Again, he lost the ball on the way up. Not sure if he was fouled, but again, he just not been successful with his layups tonight. Jeremy Renz in the right corner, kicks it back out to BJ. Wayne Shaper's saying, "Oh, you want me out here?" Down to Renz. 28 seconds left. Down to the far side, Gutter. Gutter. Still looking. Up to back out to Welch with 16 seconds left. .36 with a foul call with 10.5 seconds left.
BJ will go to the line and shoot 2 more. BJ 3 of 4 from the line so far here in his fourth quarter.
Free throw up, and that's good. Free throw by Gunner on the way. Good. Down to the final 8 seconds. Have it on to the right side. A three launched up and no good. Rebound Gunner. That's the ball game. Plymouth will make it to the championship round. 63-36, the final score. Plymouth victorious here tonight and will advance to the championship game to face the winner.